It's currently 6 a.m. I'm packing to go to New York today. I got this amazing opportunity to go to CultureCon in New York City with a free giveaway ticket that I won on Monday with ProCon, the conference that I went to earlier in September. So I'm really excited. I have never done anything like this by myself, so a little out of my comfort zone, but I'm gonna go for it and have a great time. So I cannot wait to bring you all on this. This is like such a big and exciting opportunity for me. So I will see you all when I get to the metro station. Oh my gosh, all this traveling. Do you see me? Like, the struggle. But I'm really excited. I'm gonna shower and then hang out with my god sister and then prep for tomorrow. I got to hang out with my god sister. First we got Italian food at this really cute restaurant. For this trip, I simultaneously overpacked and underpacked. I had 3 pairs of heels and 1 pair of tennis shoes that were super colorful, so they didn't really go with everything but went with enough things. And I was screaming on the inside because my feet hurt, but I committed to the heel and we went to a bar. The bar had Uno. I'm very competitive and this is my favorite game, so we had to play it. And I was just glad we got a table and could sit down for a little bit. And it was a cute place. I love places like this where you can engage with people and get to know them. Then we closed out the night by hanging at one of her friends' houses and dancing the night away till we got tired. Before I went to bed, I was really reflecting on how brave I was being because honestly, I was really scared to go on this trip. But I was glad that I was pushing myself into doing something that I knew that I needed to do. Okay.
You're going to have a bunch of different things that you can set goals for. It depends on you and your business. But let's say, for example, these are the things that I see people needing the most. Maybe you need a brand positioning strategy. This is the time where you're going to create a strategy
as well. So I'm very grateful for YouTube. I love YouTube so much and I love my brand. And so I'm so grateful that I could make my
Too Hot to Handle or through my podcast, Lovers and Friends.
Oh my God!
There we go. It's been 2 years and we've made it into the top 20. We've been nominated for...
Desiree is a multi-talented artist.
And it's not, I'll just describe it, but basically RuPaul is really close to the camera and laughs and like blows. It's like a... And someone wrote, when my candle makes a funny joke, but I have to leave the house. Offhand, like you're actively pitching to these people who can ultimately give you your next opportunity. And we're watching in real time these people be like, wow, this is talent that, I didn't know that I was looking for, and trying to plug them into their next projects. And so it's been really rewarding to witness that.
That's fantastic. So we're going to talk a little bit about the momentum we're seeing with female voices. In some ways, you have been championing that from the very beginning, right? But now we've got like the Barbie movie, Beyonce's Renaissance, and girl, you looked hot on your... Did you guys go on Instagram and see what she had on at the Renaissance tour? Yeah. Look it up. It was great. It was really, really great. Taylor Swift's Eras tour. So do you think...
Give it up for Taylor. Taylor fans. Love that.
Y'all wrong for that.
Very diverse.
Diversity, come on. Do you think this kind of success will open the door for more female creatives and storytellers? Because we need them.
We've been saying this forever, honestly, and I feel like we always every time something Black is successful, something female-led is successful, we're like, oh, hopefully this opens the doors, and we know that we need it, but like, then somehow the door gets closed again and people forget. Like, I feel like this industry has amnesia all the time, and it's always a surprise. Like, oh, women watch movies? Okay, well, we should, have them make more movies. And then, they make one and they're like, oh, women do not watch movies. And then they determine that there just isn't an audience anymore. So obviously success and money will drive interest and will drive what the industry ultimately produces. But honestly, I'm scared right now for the industry, and I'm scared for so many of the strides that we've made given the strike and given all of these changes that we fought for. Like,
at this point, we had been in all the sessions, so it was time for lunch. As you can see, it was pouring rain, and a freezing rain at that. But it was time for lunch and time to check out the other stations in the area. This had so many activities. There was no way that we were able to do all of them, but it was just so well put together. I was so nervous about going to this by myself, but I immediately met people who were also there by themselves, and we were able to connect and network. I knew this trip was meant to be because the things that I was nervous about were immediately solved before I even had time to let that get to me. So I was just glad to be there and really glad I had this experience. Now, this food line situation, though, that was a struggle, probably the worst part of the weekend, but honestly, we just suffered through it, got our food, and went back into the sessions. We're still thriving.
It's still gonna be a good day.
Good vlog, good day. Yeah, once we get inside, everything's gonna be great for us. I'm not going to show clips from these sessions, however, I will say that I really enjoyed the session from the show on HBO, Rap. The showrunner, the executive producer, editor, and costume designer were Black women, and that was just so exciting to see, especially because that's very rare to see in this industry, and a lot of times you just have to make things for us. We have to make things for us and bring other people on, so I just loved hearing their panel and being in there to witness it.
I know faith has also been a central theme in your life. Preparing for this interview, watching a lot of you, you make it very clear that you're driven by God's purpose.
Hello.
Amen. Can you tell me, when it comes to your career, how you've kind of balanced or made sense of the relationship between God's timing and purpose and opportunity when that comes along?
I don't think you should ever look at faith as something you need to balance with. I don't balance with that. That is it's within me. I don't balance that.
Snaps.
That's there. That's not going anywhere. Everything else you can battle. You can balance all other things in life, but when it comes to God, that's something you take your time for. You take your time for your ministries, and I do that. Do my Bible studies every day. I do my verse of the day. I listen to my records, listen to my ministries chair.
Yeah, you said you're constantly talking.
Yeah, constantly. We have conversations. And sometimes I be getting tried. I got
not the Lord trying to you.
Everyone has an identity from when they were 0 years old, and then it gets beaten out of you by school, work. Like, oh, that's not cool, so you start to change. But what do you like? What do you find interesting? What's important? What's worth talking about? I can't tell you where your lane is, how to find your lane. You know your lane. You know it. So,
and let's even.
So I'm sitting in Wegmans, waiting for the friends I met yesterday. But yesterday was so amazing. I'm so glad that I came. I feel really inspired. I got to see Tiana Taylor, Issa Rae, who I just freaking adore, and Marcy Martin, Giselle Jerome. It was really cool. They had really good panels. Issa's, it's not Issa, the interviewer, I felt like could have done a little bit better, but all the other interviews felt very natural, and I learned a lot from them. And my biggest takeaway was from Tiana Taylor's when she was saying, the wait isn't punishment, it's preparation. And I feel like that's the era that I've been in, the preparation phase, and now I'm ready to get to work. So I just feel like that was confirmation that she said that. And I saw Z-Way too, she was funny. Yeah, I think it would have been better if she was earlier in the day though. But yeah, I enjoyed myself. I'm ready for day 2. After the fiasco of the first day, we decided to take advantage of all of the other rooms and the opportunities. So they had some networking events as well as a station to get your hair done and makeup done. And they also had photo booths to take pictures. So we just decided to take advantage of that and get our food early so we weren't waiting in lines like we were the day before.
Have a very specific and kind of sometimes limited understanding of what Black people are. And I think we have so much to give, to offer, and to allow people to put us in these tiny little boxes. That's where I'm like, just don't do it. Yeah. Don't do it.
Check in with yourself periodically, or does it just happen? Does the light bulb just go
Oh
on?
yeah. Like I said, it's a practice. So there's days where I feel a lot more empowered and better about myself and strong, and then there's days where someone will say something online and it will mess me up for like the whole day. And I think it's important to continue to work on those skills to make sure that, again, you encourage yourself, you love yourself first, and then the rest of that, you're gonna have ups and downs, but it's a practice.
After the sessions, they had a block party. It was so fun to see everyone in their awesome clothes and dancing and having a good time and connecting. I also got to meet Imani Ellis, who created CultureCon. She created this with 10 people in her apartment, and now look how big it is. So it's very inspiring. The block party was so much fun. The DJ played everything. It was such a vibe. Definitely a highlight of my experience. Good people, because I apparently lost my camera and I left it in the grocery store, and these 2 guys found my camera and it's currently being Ubered to me right now. So shout out to them. I said goodbye to my godsister and then got breakfast with future actress Morgan. Book her after the strike. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.